Hey guys, Rusty here. I'm going to show you a recipe for something that I'm planning on using for some of my raw smoothies. This is sort of like a caramel sauce that you'll be able to drizzle over your smoothies. I'm going to show you and take you through the recipe from the beginning to the end. I haven't used this before, I haven't made this before. I'm hoping it turns out good. So I want to start and show you the ingredients. Here I've got 1 cup of chopped medjool dates. Cut them up and remove the pits. Don't get the ones that have the pits already removed. Get the fresh ones, they taste better. Try and get the ones which are more smashed in a way because they taste better. If you can see the natural sugar crystals on the outside of the date, they're the ones that taste the best, I think. I get a cup of them, and then I've got here an organic natural vanilla essence. I'm probably going to be using about a teaspoon of this. And here, this recipe I've got off the internet, but I'm modifying it a little bit. In this, I've got palm sugar, or coconut sugar, sorry. And I'm going to be using about a tablespoon and a half. There's a little bit of a pinch of a sea salt just to bring out the caramel flavour. Now I've bought this today. I've heard a lot about coconut oil. This is raw and cold pressed. So like most oils, raw and cold pressed is the best. Also, this oil has an advantage over other oils that you might cook with because it has a high smoking temperature. Now I don't tend to cook much of what I eat. I'm trying to go more raw over time. So you can have this raw. I'll show you what I'll do with it in a minute. And at the back, I've got 2 cups here of water. This has been heated to about 80 degrees. You don't want to boil it, you want to make it warm. I'm going to put the dates in that and let that soak for about 15-20 minutes. So I'll see you then. Okay guys, the dates have been draining now, or soaking, for about 15 minutes. Remember, I used a kettle to boil the water instead of a saucepan, and then I just let the kettle sort of stay warm for about 5 minutes after boiling, so it got down to about 80 degrees Celsius to use this water for my dates. Now, the next step is to drain the dates. So I'm going to just pour it in here. Now you want to keep this water because you're going to use it later on. Gee, they look good. I might just try one because they look amazing. They're so soft. Oh, medjool dates, they really are the best. Actually, I haven't tried this before. I know you're not supposed to eat oil, but I just want to give this a taste, see what this is like. Oh, that is delicious. Oil shouldn't taste like that. The benefits of eating raw. Everything tastes so good. Okay, so I'll see you for the next step. Alright, now the next step is I'm going to get about 2.5 tablespoons of this delicious coconut oil, and just here I've got some boiled water from the kettle. All I want to do is melt this oil. Look at that. That looks good. It doesn't have to be an exact science. It should be about 2.5 tablespoons, I suppose. Now I'm just going to put it in here, and I'm going to let the hot water do the job of melting this. This shouldn't take very long. Alright guys, now that's about done. Helps when you live in the tropics a little bit, although I do have the air conditioning on in here. Next step. Now we have the combination step. I'm going to put all these dates into the blender here. And this water that we used to soak the dates before, these 2 cups of hot water, I'm going to put about 3/4 of that water. Just leave a little behind. That should be enough. 3/4 of that water into the blender as well. And I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of this vanilla extract. That should be enough. Just a little bit more. A pinch of salt. Now remember, this is sea salt. You don't want to be using iodized salt in your raw diet. It's no good. And then we put in that delicious oil that we saw before. That's fully melted now. You see that's become quite clear. Put that in there. And our coconut sugar as well. We're going to pop that in the blender as well. So that's all our ingredients together. And now we're going to blend that all together. Let's just pop the lid on and blend away. Now what we're trying to achieve is a sauce consistency. We don't want it to be too thick because we want to be able to pour it all over our smoothies. Now it's just a little bit too thick for me just at the moment. What I'm going to do is use the remainder of that soak water. I'm going to pour a little bit into it like that. Just blend that in a little bit and see if that improves the pouring viscosity of the sauce. Okay, that should be enough. Let's have a look. Pop off the lid. Let's have a look at that consistency. It's getting there. What I might do is put the rest of that water in, blend it up, and that should then be enough. So we just pour the remainder of that soak water in. So that's about the 1/4 cup that we left over. And we'll blend that up. Alright, that's done. Let's give this a shot and see how this tastes. Oh, it looks good. Oh, that is delicious. You can certainly taste the coconut oil in it and the dates. It's a very smooth coconutty caramel taste. I'm going to look forward to using this on my smoothies all week. And I'm going to pour it into a little Tupperware container. I think that one's too small. Okay, that should be enough now. Okay, I have a larger container now. I might need 2. Oh, that looks fantastic. Put a little bit more in there. That should do for quite a number of smoothies. And if you think about the ingredients, they're all healthy. They're all raw. There's no need to buy any commercial sauces. And you can make fantastic dishes and side dishes for your smoothies. Alright, so there we have it. Now in summary guys, remember the ingredients were about a cup full of medjool dates. Pit them, buy the non-pitted ones so you can cut them at home, tightly pack it down into your cup measure. We had about a teaspoon of vanilla extract, about a tablespoon and a half of coconut sugar, about 2.5 tablespoons of melted coconut oil. I probably wouldn't have used as much. Next time I make it, I might make a little bit less. I might use a little bit less of that coconut oil. And a little bit of sea salt, just to bring out that caramel flavour, and 2 cups of water. So hopefully you can see guys, that us men could also live on a fully raw diet. Now if you like this video and you want to see more, don't forget to click like down below and click subscribe as well. and I'll bring you more videos. Leave comments if you want to see something else, and I'll see you next time.